know, there's an art to the cookie plate, and we think this array of home-baked cookie bars absolutely delivers. Nettie Frank agreed to share not just the family recipes, but the concept of the Christmas bar box. It's so great to see you.
Hi.
And I love this because I think it mixes it up just enough without totally throwing out tradition. So tell us how you approach this.
Well, I come from a really large family and cousins and everything. If we made a little tray, like we'd be done, right? So we make everything in our cookie sheets. So that's why bars are so great. And you can get 96 pieces out of one cookie sheet.
Oh, wow.
So when you're doing it for neighbor gifts or you have an event you have to go to, like this is the best way. And if you do it bite size, then people will have a couple more. If you do like big, huge, you know, sometimes you get the brownie tray and it's like
a chunk.
Yeah, like you're not gonna eat it, but or this, we'll have a couple.
I think I like that element as well, kind of the mini. Everything's cute mini.
Absolutely.
And I love that you get more effort, more payoff for your effort.
Exactly, exactly. Especially if you're doing neighbor gifts with all these fun tins and boxes that they have now. You definitely want to get as much as you can out of this. So 96 pieces is awesome.
There's two components to this little kitchen project today. One is the recipes, which you've graciously agreed to share with us, some of your family treasures. Second is packaging. So let's start with the recipe.
Okay, so the recipe, so this is my brownie, but if you want to add a little bit different flavors, so on this side I pressed in Andy's mints, and on this side I pressed in caramel. So if you, and this I just left plain. So
just right on top?
Yeah, I just pressed it on. After I poured the batter in, then I just press it down. So now I've got 3 different flavors out of one brownie batch.
May I?
Yes, dig in. Please, dig in. And then these are the naughty bars. These are your typical, you know.
The naughty bars?
I call them naughty bars because they're so naughty because you keep eating them. So.
Santa, plug your ears. Plug your ears.
I know. So anyway, so it's your typical like 7-layer bar thing that we have. The only trick of this though is when you have the coconut. Now this is where people don't do this. You need to really press it down. Otherwise your bar becomes really dry. And you know, have you ever bitten into like a 7-layer bar and you're like, ooh, not my favorite, right? So if you press it down and then when you add the sweetened condensed milk, then it'll be nice and chewy. I mean, if you try, you gotta try one real fast. Oh my gosh. I know, I'm making you try all of these.
Oh, twist my arm.
I know, so then they're more chewy. They're really, really good. Right?
Not the dry texture.
Exactly. So you got to press that down.
Press.
Another thing that this is a great stocking stuffer is a plastic knife. These are called like lettuce knives, plastic knives. They're like $6 or $7 at cooking stores or even Walmart. Probably, I don't even know.
Okay.
But they're great. They're for cutting into your pan. Now, usually I have this one to show that when you use a knife in your pan, it digs up your pan.
Right.
Whereas the plastic knives never will. So they work really, really great.
So for the kitchen cook who has everything, including a fancy knife set, this would be a great addition to their list.
This is a great addition, yeah, because then you're not cutting up your pans. You know, you get little pieces of metal or whatever in your goodies. So this works fantastic. These knives, I have so many of them. I collect them. So
all right, what's this one? Lemon bars?
These are lemon bars, yeah. So
I mean, I can't hurt their feelings.
No. Here,
Hold
do you
on.
want a spatula?
Yes, I do.
Wait, do you want this spatula? This is what I use to get them out of the pan.
Oh, look at that.
Right?
That comes in handy.
Right? So then I can get, what, 12 of them out at once when I'm shingling. But they have so many cute boxes, and even if you're more budget conscious, you can even get these cute, the Ziploc containers and just tie a really pretty bow on it.
Now hold on, you used a term there that we have to really address. It's a home improvement term called shingling that you're bringing to your packaging.
Yes, if you look into the packaging. So instead of just stacking on top of each other, especially like lemon bars, you can't because then they'll just ooze out. You just shingle them like that, like you would like your house shingles on your home.
Brilliant.
But that way, you don't have to feel like you have to stack the box like chock full, right?
Well, you angle it right, you fill up quicker, right?
Then it looks presentable. It's great. When they open it up, they have plenty to eat. They don't need, you know, 15 pieces of these bars.
Or maybe we do.
You know?
I just tried the lemon bars. I'm not so sure. They were pretty darn good. And the boxes you mentioned can come in different sizes, shapes. This is genius that you pointed out.
So Ziploc is great. So don't feel like you have to fill all the way the height. Just shingle them in and they look presentable. They're great. You put a pretty bow on it. Those have all sorts of fun colors now for the holidays, and I even have this cute little mason jar. If you've got some mason jars, I actually use tongs to stick the naughty bars down in there. Now, don't do the lemon bars with this, right? It wouldn't work. But just another idea to kind of give people to deliver treats to your neighbors and family and friends.
Okay, our producer Pod over there, they're a little perplexed. They want more detail on the shingling. How do you shingle? Give us the art. Give us the art. We're very specific here on Studio 5.
No,
give us the
fantastic.
art of the shingle.
So pretty much,
you
just leave the first one flat. And then we're just going to start stacking them like this, right? And
so you're just angling.
Yep, you just hold their own like that. Oh, well, I just ripped that brownie to pieces.
Well, darn, I guess I'll have to clean it.
I know, right?
After you, these bars are amazing. Okay, so just layering, angling,
so just
stacking.
layering them like that. Yeah, and that's all you have to do. You're just shingling them.
You have satisfied Studio 5 producer nation.
Oh, good.
So thank you
good.
so much.
Good.
And
well,
really,
I hope you guys go and make this. This is such a great way to send treats instead of just cookies. Let's do bars.
now that I've personally taste tested all of the bars in Nettie's box, I can send you to our website with full recommendation. She's graciously shared all of these family recipes with us, and we can get a link to your website there.
Yes.
You're always sharing fun ideas.
I am. I always have different things going on. So I've got like cooking classes that you can check there that I've got going. So anyways, thanks for having me.
ChefNettie.com. Thank you so much for being here. Those cooking classes, private chef opportunities, and also just great recipes to share. Be sure to check out her website. The link again at studio5.ksl.com on our recipe page.